Hey guys, Angry Viking Man with CZForum.com. What we have for you today is the much anticipated CZ Scorpion EVO 3 S1 pistol. It's a beautiful thing. Comes standard with two 20-round magazines, regular butt cap, but you can buy the tube adapter from CZ and put the SIG arm brace on it. With the whole ATF thing going on right now with the uproar for the arm brace, you may just want to wait and see if you can SBR it, or see if the 922R compliance is going to come into play with that. I know a couple people have tried to e-file it already, and they're just waiting for a response, and as soon as we know something, I'll let you know so that you guys can figure out what you want to do with it. We've already shot this a little bit today at the range. I had a nice group at 10 yards. With this, it's about yay big, about the size of a $50 silver dollar, something like that. We have 30-round magazines we're going to play with today too. I'm going to put a few shots down range so you guys can sort of see what it's like from a third-person kind of point of view, and see what you think. I'll do a little bit of the tabletop stuff later so you can see it up close and I can point things out to you. Right now, we're going to get this dog and pony show running. We'll put it out there at 10 yards and do a little bit of rapid fire. We're not trying to shoot for accuracy right now. I'll show you a target that I shot for accuracy here in just a minute. Let me go ahead and take the magazine back up. It's empty. And put the sling on. It helps a little bit since you don't have the shoulder stock, so that you can press out with it and have a little bit more stability. Alright, we got the CZ Scorpion here. Notable things, I really like the flash hider. That's pretty cool. The hand stop, have your magazine, ambidextrous magazine release, ambidextrous safety. We put this on here if we got back from the range just to see what it was like. We didn't shoot with it, but we found that we liked it a lot. On this side you have the bolt release, ambi safety, ambi mag release. You can notice there's a sling hitch here, here for different kinds of slings. Got Picatinny rails, top and bottom. LPA sights. I really like the 4 aperture sights. It's kind of like shooting with a MP5 where you have the diopter you can turn for different distances and stuff. The magazines, we have the 20 and the 30 rounders. These are the 30 rounders. We'll cover those in a minute. First, we'll start off with the things that we didn't like about it, which are relatively minor. I mean, if you go to charge the charging handle really fast, which you really shouldn't, because you're not, you know, you're not law enforcement or whatever. You're not going to be charging it that fast, just to, unless you just want to. You know, you'll hit your hand on the Picatinny rails when you go to charge it really fast. I didn't really have that problem because, like I said, I wasn't trying to charge it fast. I wasn't trying to do speed reloads or stoppage drills or anything like that, so it wasn't that bad. The one thing that really just got everybody that shot it was the safety. It wore a small blister on my on my trigger finger. Whenever, hopefully, CZ will come out with something to remedy that. Whenever, you know, in later incarnations, or maybe they'll put out a single-sided safety. You know, if you just took this and drembled this off right there and rounded it, you know, it'd still indicate on this side if it was safe for fire, you know. But that's neither here nor there. It's one very minor thing, and a very, very awesome pistol. We really enjoyed shooting it yesterday. We put about 200 rounds through it, and it shot great. We had some pretty good groups. I personally, this is the third group I shot after I got used to it. Put that on, fold it out so you got a little more contrast. You can actually see the holes. And this side, we were just speed shooting, trying to, you know, pull the trigger as fast as we could just to see, you know, if we could still hit the target. And like this says, you know, 20 rounds at 10 yards on this side. That's a pretty good group for 20 rounds. The thing is, it's kind of difficult to hold it away from your face and use the sights. It's very foreign feeling. We played around with it a little bit last night whenever we got back from the range. Put this on here, and we really liked the way that it felt with the SIG brace on it. We're thinking about possibly e-filing for an SBR, but we may or may not do that as time, money, and other things allow. If you just put this up to your cheek, even, you know, and don't put it up to your shoulder, just put it up to your cheek, get a cheek weld on it, it still stabilizes the weapon quite a bit. We were amazed to find, you know, just that little bit of extra contact, third port of contact, would you know, do miracles. Overall, the impression of this, the only real sticking point we had, like I said, was the safety. The trigger's a little stagey and kind of long pull, and it's heavy, but it's nothing that this is a combat weapon. Combat weapons generally have a heavy trigger pull, so that, you know, it's not going off, you know, without you actually intending to pull it, or if it snags on something, it's not just going to go off and injure the user. Maybe in future incarnations they could. I didn't have a problem with grip on this, you know, but my hands are the size of baseball gloves, so somebody with smaller hands, they might not find as much purchase on this as I did, because I can grab the whole thing, and the palm swell down here, you know, really fits in my hand because I got a big hand. Now, like I said, the only detractor is really the safety of the trigger. Even though it's heavy, it's not really that bad. We're going to switch now and take a look at the loading of the magazine. It's something that I found truly unique, and I want to share that with you guys as well. Here we have the 30 round high capacity mag for the Scorpion. This is a small mag for a Ramey, but it'll do for example. Like most double stack mags, whenever you're feeding them, like say from an MP5 or anything else, the top's pretty much the same way as this. It's just a little bit wider, but most of the time you're still going to have to push down the follower and feed in like that. You know, it's going to be that way with every HK MP5 stuff like that. Any kind of double stack feed tower mag is going to be like that. Push the follower down and push the round back and in, because you can't. It seats behind the feed lips right there. Well, with this one, the way that the top of the magazine is built, yesterday when I was loading these, they're just impossibly easy to load. You just put the round right there, push it straight down, and it goes in. And whenever you're doing the next round, just put it straight in on top of the rest of them, and they just feed in perfect like that. You don't have to try and push the follower down here and then slide the round backwards. You just put it in, push down. I'll show you real quick. It makes the feeding so much easier, or makes the filling up the magazine. And if somebody were so inclined, they could make a great, like a RAM line charger for this, like that people made for all the other stuff that you can top load like that on an AR magazine or something like that. This is just so easy to load, and I like the fact that you can see the ammo from the back, or actually the side. You can't really see the back of the magazine that well whenever you're firing it. But you can turn it over and look down and see whenever the mag gets inside the mag well. You can tell you've probably got about 8 or 10 rounds left. So, something I thought was neat about the magazine, that you don't have to take it and depress the follower and slide the round back. You can just top load it. I really like the magazines on these. Like I said, really easy to load. They're pretty light, and supposedly the polymer they use is comparable to the strength of steel. So we'll continue to test and report back on anything we find that we like or don't like about it. We didn't have any feed problems yesterday. Didn't have anything crazy go on. All in all, the performance and likability of the EVO 3's S1 pistol it's fantastic. We loved it. We had so much fun with it yesterday. Everybody wanted to play with it at the range, and that's what the gun culture is all about. You share and let everybody experience your neat toys. I'm your Viking Man for CZForum.com, signing off.